Hello students, myself Adil Hussain Sheikh, Assistant Professor Automobile Department LJIT, and welcome to the lecture series of Automotive and Combustion Engine Technology. As we had a discussion in previous lectures regarding homogeneous charge compression engines, right? So today we are also going to discuss about some introduction functionaries, SCCI combustion fundamentals, gasoline SCCI engines, then diesel SCCI combustion engines, as well as operational limits and emissions of SCCI engines. So let us start our lecture. So basically we are going to discuss about fundamental of SCCI body. So main fundamentals of SCCI body, it's a combustion process, right? And main concept of combustion depends upon fuel and fuel additives. Okay, so we are going to discuss about SCCI fuels and fuel additives in this particular lectures. Okay, so first one and most important things of blending of alcohol with unleaded gasoline conclude that means different types of blending process carried out in particular SCCI body, and the results comes out from particular combustion process is that first one is the SC fuel shows a much lower tolerance to air and easier dilution than alcohols. Okay, that means hydrocarbon fuels shows much lower tolerances and easier dilute the alcohol. Second thing is that higher thermal efficiency achieved with the alcohol. So we can say that with the help of SCCI engines and with the blending of alcohol, we can get maximum higher thermal efficiency. Second thing is that NOx emissions are very minimum, right? Means with the help of blending of alcohol and in particular SCCI body, we can get minimum NOx formation coming out from the exhaust. So here we can conclude that we are required catalytic converter to reduce only hydrocarbons emissions as well as CO emissions. Now in further fundamentals of SCCI, we are going to discuss about SCCI engine design. Okay, nowadays we are going to discuss about so many things regarding compression ratios, as well as we can say that we are also discussing regarding so many other parameters like fuels and fuel additives. So here we are going to discuss about SCCI engine design. So very first, in design criteria, consider variable compression ratio. And we had already discussed in our offline lectures regarding variable compression ratio, right? Infinity already developed these types of engines in this particular world, right? Regarding variable compression ratio engines, and this is the most successful phenomenon of combustion process, right? With the help of variable compression ratio, we can get higher compression ratio compared to naturally aspirated engines, as well as we are getting maximum efficiency compared to conventional engines. Second thing is that supercharging and turbocharging methods, right? In olden days we are using supercharging methods, but due to less advantageous systems, we are using nowadays turbocharged engines, and we are using also TSI body, turbocharged stratified injection body in our particular engines nowadays. This is the maximum, these are gives the maximum advantage in particular SI engines, right? So spark assisted homogeneous compression ignition, and we had already discussed this all the topics in our lecture series and very beginning of SCCI chapters, right? Second thing is that exhaust gas recirculation system. See, this is the main thing. Whenever we get a higher compression ratio, at that time our input is comparatively high compared to naturally aspirated engines, and with the help of EGR we can get higher temperature and pressurized air from the exhaust sides, and we can recirculate it in our combustion, in our engine to get proper combustion process. So this is the main advantage of EGR system. Second thing is the residual gases. See, most advantageous process of combustion process is the to collect residual gases in particular combustion process. With the help of this residual gases, we can get higher and better efficiency, particularly combustion process, and in SCCI engines residual gases plays main and important role. Second thing is that in further fundamentals of SCCI engines, we are discussed regarding fuel injection strategies. Okay, see, for better fuel economy and better fuel consumption, we have to design and we have to optimize our fuel injection system. So first one is in fuel injection system is the negative valve timing system. Okay, we had already discussed negative valve timing system, which are the basic criteria of negative valve timing system and which are the advantages and limitations of negative valve timing system. So with the help of negative valve timing, we can achieve SCCI body. Second thing is the intake stroke injection. Okay, basically there are two types of injection. First one is the intake stroke injection and second thing is the compression stroke injection. So in compression stroke injection, injection timing is at the end of the compression stroke, while in intake stroke injection, injection's timing is the very beginning of the suction stroke, or we can say that it's the injection of air. So, particularly with intake air, we are going to inject our spray in particularly combustion chamber. So second method is the intake stroke injection. With the help of this intake stroke injection, we can get homogeneous charge in particularly combustion chamber. Okay, so this is the main another advantage. Second thing is the compression stroke injection. As we discussed, stratified charge. With the help of compression stroke injection, we can get a stratified charge, and stratified charge gives us the maximum compression ratio. So these are the basic fuel strategies, right, which will be directly helpful in the SCCI body. In further, in SCCI body, we are going to discuss about operational limits and emissions. So let us discuss operational limits. So which are the basic limitations of the SCCI body? So first and very basic limitations of the SCCI body, directly comparison with the SI engine. See, we are directly compare our SCCI body with SI body or CI body. So with comparison to SI combustion body, SCCI gives, discuss. First one is the less fuel consumption, reduced up to 32%. Means fuel efficiency is higher in SCCI body compared to SI body. Less fuel consumption means which are the basic criteria to get less fuel consumption. So first one is the, we have to calibrate our fuel injection system. See, in fuel injection system, we have to calibrate our fuel lines, fuel pumps, feed pumps, as well as most important things, injectors and their injection timing. Okay, in all the process, nozzle play important role. So we have to calibrate nozzles as well as its design for better optimizations and better fuel spray formation in particularly combustion chamber. So with the help of this SCCI body, we can get less fuel consumption, reduce up to 32%. This is the main advantage of the SCCI body. Second thing is that the, in particular SCCI body, NOx emission reduce up to 97%. Means whenever we are using linear mixtures or homogeneous charge mixtures in our particularly combustion process, at that time we are getting very less formation of NOx compared to SI body and CI body. So this is the main advantageous process of our SCCI body. First thing is that better fuel consumption. Second thing is that better NOx reduction. See, nowadays emission standards, very basic emission standards follow. We have to follow emission standards, and if we are not following emission standards, at that time the failure of the vehicle is going to be arise, right? So this is the main thing. In with the help of this SCCI body, we can get NOx reduced up to 97%. So this is the main advantage of the SCCI body. Second thing is that CO emission reduced up to 52%. Okay, see, in this particular system, we are going to using EGR system, we are using turbocharged system, we are using supercharging systems, and we are using also residual gases. So we can directly eliminate exhaust in this particular things. So with the help of these things, we are directly get less NOx formation, less CO formation, and with the help of these systems also, we are nowadays we are using effective catalytic converter in this particular system, right? So we can get ultimately lower emission compared to SI body as well as CI body. So these are the main operational limits and emissions criteria of the SCCI body. In upcoming lectures, we are also going to discuss about some SCCI fundamentals, some basics, limitations, advantages, disadvantages, and further details combustion process of the SCCI body. Till date, stay home and thank you.